Okay,
We
here we
are
go.
live. It is, I'm going to figure this out. It's Tuesday. There we go. It's
Yes.
Tuesday. I'm Andy Vitale, host of My Fighter War and co host of Music and Mayhem with my brother Skylar Ray. And no, that's not Skylar Ray. That is
Nope.
OG. I know people get them confused all the time.
Yeah, right.
It's very odd, but
Hmm.
but anyways, what's going on? It's another Tuesday. We're finally back from New York. And
Hmm.
I'm happy to say that our Delta flight landed wheels down instead of wheels up in the air.
That was us. Oh, that was bizarre.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Just bizarre.
yeah, and we'll get a few more people, see if anyone chimes on, and because yeah, what a way to find out as we're going down the runway
Hmm. Hmm.
with our new friend Tim.
Oh yeah,
But
Tim the firefighter
yeah,
from
yeah.
Illinois.
Oh, anyways, we had another interesting weekend in New York at our studio there with our producer Matt Cronin. Got to the weather kind of screwed us up with
Hmm.
some people. Unfortunately, with the bad weather, had some cancels, but it's all right.
Ice storm.
Yeah, we had a little bit of everything. We had snow,
Hmm.
we had freezing rain and sleet. We had then the next day we had heavy rain, high winds. I mean, it was just when we walked out to the parking lot, man, it was just like a skating rink.
And the
So,
car was an ice cube, basically.
oh
Or
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it was basically just encased in ice. And
Mhm.
the wonderful people at Hertz Rental made sure that they rented us a nice car without an ice scraper. So that
Yeah,
was very.
they sent me a comment about how was your experience. I haven't had a chance to respond, but I will. I mean, the car was nice and it was
Oh
clean
yeah,
and whatever, but
uh,
no ice scraper when you know there's snow coming. Hello.
yeah. It's not like we're flew to Florida or
Yeah.
it's no, it's New York, and
And then we
here.
found an angel, however. You tell them about Diane.
Oh yeah, and actually, she had a real nice
Helped us.
post in our at My Fight Our War.
Mm,
I was just go through there, and I saw a new post and said just wanted to take a picture and introduce myself, and so our new friend Diane, and
she's
so I
wonderful.
made a post to that. So she's yeah, I posted what she did, and for those who didn't see the post yet, what's the last name?
Yes, Hayes, I believe.
Hayes.
Hayes.
Let me just double check here. Let's see. It is.
Yeah,
Don't
what'd she
want to get
say?
it wrong. Where'd it go? Hmm. Well, I know it's here because I responded to it. But Diane Hayes, I believe. If
Hmm.
not,
Hmm.
I will fix it. Yeah, where'd it go? It was right there. And huh.
Well,
Okay. Well, anyway,
she was an angel. She was so helpful.
this was someone that we just met in New York, and she worked where we were at and where we were staying, and really helped us out a lot. So we'll just leave it at that until until she comes on and tells all the amazing things she did.
Yes, she
But
did. Yes, she
yeah, it
did.
was definitely, like I said, eventful. The
It's a
weekend
good
definitely
weekend.
screwed us on the number of shows that we did, but it did not affect us on the quality and
Hmm. Hmm.
the people that were on, because I tell you what, all the guests were incredible. We had Nelson Rodriguez on, telling his story with his new platform. We had AJ
Leroy.
Galante, we had Leroy Ebron, and then my brother Coach. We had Anthony Morrissey on with his incredible foundation, the Brian Cody
Hmm.
Brothers and Sisters Foundation, which I am very proud to say that we are
Yeah.
part of and members of, and we are part of that family. And not only that, we are actually part of the incredible event that's going to be going on the end of August.
Hmm.
Not only are we going to be there doing our shows in the studio and that such as that, but we are also going to be at the event, and I've been very honored to ask to be a featured speaker, um, as well as with Skylar Ray there performing with Kayla. King Handsome's going to be there. It's just going to be a great time. So really looking forward to it. So Coach and everyone else, it was, and then we lost power. I forgot about that. We
Yeah, in the
besides
studio. Oh my God, it was like one thing after another.
it's just like, you know what, whatever can happen is going to happen when we go to New York. And just like when he got out of the car and he said, you know, your bad luck just sucks. And I go, now what? No power in the studio. Calico, how you doing? And just giving a little updates on the weekend in New York with our friends and family there. We ran into some shit weather, so that was
yeah.
not fun. And I don't know if you heard the first part, Calico, but we were on our flight got delayed like by 3 hours coming home.
Coming home.
So we're sitting there waiting. We finally get on a plane, and there's something about freaking planes. They pump something through the cabin because
Oh yes.
as soon as I
Yes.
get in the plane and I sit down, it's just like, oh shit, and I'm out. I'm sitting there talking to the steward, the flight crew. I'm talking to OG. I'm talking to the people around me, and it's just like, oh, it's bye, and I'm out, man. And sure enough, it happened Monday, but not before. We're in the plane. We're starting to taxi. We're heading towards our runway. We make the turn. We're about to just throttle all the way down. And I hear our new friend sitting next to us, Tim, say, "Oh shit!" And I'm already starting to go la la land. I'm like, "Oh, whatever, man." And all of a sudden, I hear, "What?" I hear OG. What the hell? It was the Delta flight that was going to Toronto that flipped over when it on landing and landed on its roof and just slid wheels up and landed upside down. Thank God everyone on there is okay. They had a couple serious injuries, but God willing, they're going to be okay. But
2 people are still in the hospital, but out of
out of
21 people
80,
that were.
there was 80 some people, crew and everybody.
But nobody died. It's like,
Thank
whoa.
God. And here,
Yeah.
we started. Leroy, I appreciate it. We had some other people that reached out. My phone was going off because they heard about a Delta crash, and they knew that we were flying back that day. So appreciate you guys checking out on us, checking up, and thank God it wasn't us, and thank God they're okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, here I am, just about to go out, and I'm hearing about this Delta flight that lands on its roof, and I'm like, oh, great. Well, I'm going to sleep. So if I wake up upside down, that's why I'm buckled in.
That's right.
Yeah, that was
Buckle up nice and
insane.
tight.
But other than that, like I said, we had some great shows and just always have a interesting time there. And we'll wait for one of the shows coming up during the week to fill everyone in on OG's antics, which is.
But I want to say before you slam me, let me tell you, kudos to you. Between the ice and the snow and the power outage and having to go to the hotel, you were just smooth. It didn't bother you. You just took it all with a grain of salt and went, okay. I mean,
inside, I was ready to fucking blow. I mean, I was just ready.
You couldn't tell from the outside. You were just so smooth.
Oh, I was like, well, I don't. If anyone sees how I'm really feeling right now, that's not going to help anybody. So I'm going to keep it all inside, and I'm just going to keep smiling and nodding my head.
And you did a great
I'm
job.
going to keep saying, "Oh, this is fine. This is all good." Oh, what do you mean we're going to do the frickin' interview in a closet? You know what? It'll be great. And it ended up working great. And Calico, glad you guys made it safe and sound.
Yeah, thank you.
Calico, thank you very much. But yeah, man, it was we ended up getting a lot of help from our new friend Diane, who came through with a conference room.
My angel Diane.
I tell you, just a sweetheart. And we'll be talking more about her in the future as well. But we do have a few changes. We are gonna obviously we didn't have our show on Monday last night because of traveling. And plus we didn't get in till late, but Wednesday, tomorrow, is going to be our normal, myself and Skylar Ray with Music and Mayhem. And I originally we were going to, we had it scheduled for this coming Friday. We were going to have Benjamin Lerner on the show. And there's been a change. We're not waiting until Friday. We're going to do it tomorrow. So I posted the promo.
Yay!
So
Yay!
we are blessed to have Benjamin Lerner on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Music and Mayhem to talk about all the incredible things that he's got going on. I mean, his journey, and not only like I posted something on the page just about, everything that he's gone through. And just like all of our stories, they're so different, but so much the same when it comes to the core of it, and the struggles and the fight and everything. And like I told him, man, and I said in the post, man, it's just another step up that mountain of success that you got. And I told him it's not only just his music, but just his life and the people he's helping. So a huge thank you to Benjamin Lerner and for everything he's been doing, is doing, and continue to do, man. You're definitely a blessing to not only the music industry, but of course everyone dealing with addiction, mental health issues. So Mr. Benjamin Lerner, thank you, sir. It's an honor and privilege to have you on tomorrow, and
That'll be fun.
We're gonna have a riot. It's gonna be a great time. So, Calico, I'm glad you're going to be there. The way it looks right now, you're going to be the only one. But
no, I think other people will be there. And just so Calico, you can't. I've tried for some reason when I'm at my own home, I can't. When I make comments, nobody can see them. So I thought.
Did you try one right now? Did you try it?
I can try one.
Just
I'll say hi. It says chat with everyone. So I hit that and I say hi.
Did you respond?
Send it in. Okay. Do you see a hi? Do you see somebody?
Well, did you hit reply to her specific comment?
No, there's no such thing on my screen. It just says chat with everyone.
No, I don't see it. Wait, what's this?
It says join the chat. Let's try that. If I say join the chat, it will connect me to YouTube.
Okay, well, so if we lose OG.
Okay, want me to try it? I'll go to YouTube and see if I can make comments.
Well, if you go bye, I'm going to have to probably send you everything all over again.
Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to try. Okay.
Nope, she's gone.
Continue. Am I back? What?
Nope. Nope, you're gone.
This allows me.
We don't see. We can't see you. We can't hear you. You have to click the name. Calico said, click the name.
Click the name.
Click the person's name.
Okay, I see.
Push on Calico where it says.
Push on Calico. You have to click the name. Show on Calico.
Or however over name.
Nope. Then you
just keep pushing stuff until something happens.
Until something explodes.
King Handsome is in the house. How you doing?
Yes, it is. King. Oh, baby. I watched it yesterday. It's nice and fluffy.
What's that?
He likes my hair. He likes my hair. Okay.
Hey, what about my gray goatee and my gray beard, man? I gotta do a little trimmage here. But now I forgot what I was saying.
Well, okay, I'm trying to hover over the name like Calico said, but it's not still not there. Join the chat.
That's
forget it. I'm here. I'll just talk. I'll just talk over you.
Well, no, instead of just doing that, just respond to what they're saying with your voice.
My voice? Okay.
Okay, second thought.
Shut up.
Oh, King Handsome, join us tomorrow, brother. We have Benjamin Lerner coming on Music and Mayhem with me and Skylar at 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow instead of Friday. He is releasing a new EP and some new music on Friday as well. And that's still on. But we're going to be discussing that as well as past projects, current projects, and he's got a lot of stuff going on. I was just telling people about our time that we just got back from New York and Connecticut and had a great time with Coach. I mean, just an absolute great time. And
Coach Tony, what a wild and wonderful man.
So Wo's going to be there with us. We're all going to be there
in
August. So it is going to be a great time. There's Stacy. Stacy, how you doing? Show tonight in Fall River.
At 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. With DJ Bobby Boom. And I think last time I talked to DJ Bobby Boom, he said that he actually wanted to make that run to Connecticut in August.
It may be
So
crowded.
so
It'd be a good group.
and as I said, as I was rattling off all the people that are going to be there, you're going to have me and Skylar and Kayla. You're going to have King Handsome. You're going to have possibly DJ Bobby Boom. You're going to have AJ
Kalichi? Was it
Galante will
Kalichi?
be there. No, he's busy. He's booked
Oh, okay.
already.
Okay.
A couple other people. And Benjamin Lerner said he may try. Matt Keegan might try. And
Amazing.
my response to all that is, if there would have been the old days, I'm going to jail. I mean,
I'll have to get bail money.
you get me and a bunch of my rowdy friends together. Where's Manny? Manny's going to jail. And that's just because, had a little bit too good of a time.
Stacy's on. Maybe Stacy will help me with bail money for all you guys.
Bail money.
Take up a collection now.
But yeah, it's going to be a good time.
It will be.
Really looking forward to tomorrow's show. And just wanted to pop on here real quick. And like I said, just chit chat about the weekend.
I got a question for Stacy. Stacy, have you met Coach Tony before?
I don't know if they went to Connecticut, but you never know. But yeah, it was a nice chat with Coach and hearing more about. It was nice because when we met at the studio, when we found out the power was out, I ended up riding with Coach from the studio back to the conference room at the hotel where we did the interview, and so it was good because me and Coach got to talk more, just to get more personal stuff, and just to get to know each other more. But it's one of those things, just like with a lot of the people I've met, Skylar, King Handsome, even now with Matt Keegan, Kalichi, all these guys, man, just talking with them, people would think that we've known each other forever because we're all kind of, all kind of the same mold almost, because it's just like
you've all had rough times.
Yeah, we can all relate. And but yeah, so it's really cool and talking with Coach and about his foundation. And I got to sit there and really hear not only about the foundation, but the reason it all came about his son. And it was very emotional interview, very emotional, very intense. Coach did an amazing job. I don't know how many he's done because he afterwards was just very grateful for the opportunity to tell so much of his story. And like I told him, I said, listen, I'm the host of the show. Whoever comes on, you're the star of the show. And that's it. And it was really nice because he got to tell not only about, Brian, Cody, what happened as far as the overdose. He got to talk about the person, the athlete, the son, the family person, the friend, and all the things that go along with it that people don't know. And like he said, it wasn't Brian the junkie, and screw that. And there's to all of our stories, screw that. And for people who thinks that that's all there is, you need to watch shows like that you're going to see with Coach, because there's a person behind that nasty little slang that you threw at us. And, but which during that time, man, it's something that we deserve because of the choices we made. So if the bottle fits and the needle goes in, that's because it's a choice that we made. And but now when we're running around doing this stuff, and Skylar and King Handsome and all the rest of them doing their incredible music, using all these talents, now it's time to shine. Now it's time to brag. So I'm just loving every second of it to be a part of this amazing ride.
So many warriors, just fabulous.
Oh, and that's just it. I mean, that's just it. There's so many people with so many stories. And, when I was talking not only to Coach, but like with AJ about his story, which really wasn't, his was a different comeback story. And what he had to deal with as, some of our stories, man. And you start talking to people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just amazing once you don't just assume you know something about somebody by what you see on social media.
Yeah.
Don't just look at the surface and say, "Oh, I know about that person." You know this much about that
Mm-hmm.
person, and I learned that from doing what I'm doing. I'm very, very fortunate because not only do I get to have them on the show, but I get to talk with them before the show and even learn
Mm-hmm.
more about them. And in a lot of cases, I become very close friends and family with some of the people. I mean, look at Skylar, look at King Handsome, all these other people that are part of this family. It's just it's really cool. It turns into one big family, and it's not just words. It's not
Mm-mm.
just
Mm-mm.
yeah, we're family. Just throwing it out there because it sounds cool. It's
Yeah.
no,
No, it's the
and
support.
and unfortunately, there's one thing that we've all learned in social media doing this stuff is it doesn't take long to see who's real, who's not, and who's this and who's that. And
True.
and like me and AJ were saying, how with family, how much family means to him.
Oh
And
yes,
he
big
goes,
time.
I could tell watching your shows and the way you talk. And I go, listen, man, family's everything to me. And you know, looking back, some people might be like, well, how can you say that when you turned your back on them? Yeah, that's because that's how strong addiction is. When you get someone who
Mm-hmm.
loves family so much that they turn their back. So that's why you need to really take a look at the person for who they are and not what they were. So that's always a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You got that right, Calico. Not everyone is authentic. You got that so right. Me and our producer Matt Cronin, Ian, a bunch of us were talking about that. How people will, especially if they want to come on your show or if they want some part of social media. Oh man, Manny, I'm this, I'm that, and they're just talking up how wonderful everything is with you name it. The life is great, and then they come on the show, or they don't come on the show, but we just get to know each other. And as soon as the camera's
Not
off,
so much.
the
Not
stuff
so
they're
much.
saying, it's just like, no, sorry, but yeah, you are so right. So I was very blessed at the beginning to learn from some of the best that are doing this stuff about being very careful who you
Mm-hmm.
associate with and who you associate your name with, because it can take you to the top or sink you to the bottom. So,
Well, the inauthentic ones will fall away because they can't stand to be in your presence because they're
oh,
just not. They just can't handle it because
and, and
you are very authentic. I mean, I've known you, and you are just who you are. What you see is what you get. It's a beautiful thing.
and
He
that's what I
is.
tell.
He
Yeah,
doesn't change.
well, that's
You
like
know,
I tell people.
love him or hate him, he's the same. As, but those who are truly just trying to use you, they'll just try and get close, and they'll have to fall away because it's just not
Well,
the energy's not there.
the people who aren't authentic, their stories are constantly changing.
Yeah.
Everything's changing all the time because they're trying to be
Mhm.
something they're not, and you can
Mhm.
see right through it. The
Mhm.
one rule of with addiction and addicts: don't try to bullshit an addict because we will see right through you. We will
They're
see right through.
professionals at it.
And and for me, I mean, not only that, I mean, I was a Detroit police officer. I rode with a 1%er motorcycle club and dealing with drugs and alcohol. So,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
may think you're fooling me, and I may just let you, believe that just
Let you
because
think. Yeah.
I'm not gonna embarrass anybody on a show ever. I will not be
Mhm.
disrespect. Well, I shouldn't say ever, because if you do something that's stupid that make me do that, then hey, I have no problem turning loose on somebody. But I will always be
They
respectful
won't.
to anyone and everyone who is on our show. That will
I'm fluent in bullshit.
so fluent in bullshit. Yeah, hey,
Yeah. Stacy's got it.
the master of bullshit, man. I tell you what, man.
Ah.
I've had so many people just say so much stuff, and I just sit there, smile. Really? Oh, that's great. That's great. Then as soon as they turn around, it's just like,
Yeah. Right.
okay. But you know what? Hey, yeah, just like that one time, man. I was about to blow one time a year ago or so, when I mean, the fake profiles. That's another thing.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
people
yeah.
think that they're getting away with all these fake profiles, and it's just like, okay, yeah. But I almost really let loose one time because it was bothering me. And right before I did, I started thinking about it. And even though I knew the profiles were fake, even the ones that are still out there floating around that chime in, there's a there's got to be a reason why they're doing it. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, obviously, if they were posting really nasty, negative shit, they'd be gone. They wouldn't be on here. You know, we said that from day one that there's not going to be any
Yeah,
bullying
yeah.
or degrading people, or else you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason, you know, people drink. There's a reason people do drugs. Well, obviously, there's a reason these people are running around hiding behind all these identities. And if they're not doing it to hurt people, maybe it's something else, you know, and who am I to judge them? So, you know what? As long as you're not hurting other people or being disrespectful, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to My Fight Our War. We're here to
Mm-hmm.
love you, support you, motivate you. We're here to kick you in the ass when you need it. That's what we're here
Mm-hmm.
for. And as I said when I started this amazing family, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit.
Yeah,
So what you see is what you
exactly.
get. You might love me, you might hate me, but you know, uh, I always
But
say,
he's genuine.
I'm the same asshole as soon as this camera's off. You know, the exact same. And the people in New York and Connecticut and all that who met, they're like, yeah, yeah,
Yep,
he
yep,
is.
yep.
And Jacqueline, thank you so much for your very kind words and all your positive posts, especially with the shrimp gumbo. I still can see that in my
You look
sleep.
good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I caught y'all this evening.
Yeah,
Hope everyone is having a blessed day. We are.
we are.
And again, thank you also for, like I said, there was a lot of concern about that Delta flight.
Yeah,
And I mean, no, and it was, I guess, it had to be around the same time
yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
But we
yeah.
were just, I don't know if you heard us earlier talking about the flight, but we were also out flying Delta same day, just a few hours later.
Mm-hmm.
And we found out about it as we were going down the runway. The
Yeah,
guy
oops.
sitting next to us after a few beers thought it was a good idea. He said, oh my God, shit, look at this. And he's showing this upside down Delta plane that just crashed. It was like, as we're going down to take off, literally, he's like, look,
Yeah,
guys, it's like, oh, thank you.
yeah.
But
Mm.
have
Anyway,
a
bye,
great rest
Calico.
of
Calico's
your
got to run away.
day. Well, you have a great day,
She'll
Calico,
be
and
back
we will
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow night.
Yep,
And
yep,
tell
yep, yep.
Kalisha we said hi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I am whipped. Whipped.
Well, you've had a long, busy
It
weekend,
was it
you know,
was right around
with
that
all the ups
time.
and downs and the ice and the freezing and you know.
It said it was right around that time. Had me worried. Yes, I
Oh,
heard OG mention Delta. Well, definitely appreciate that, man. That's
thank
very
you,
kind.
Jacqueline.
Like I said, Leroy Ebron, our my brother Leroy from New
Reached
York,
out.
was
Yeah.
actually on the show. I was on his show this past weekend. I get a missed call, but I was doing another show, so I couldn't respond to it. And then I saw a text message, and it said, "Hey, man, we just heard a Delta crash. Please, text
Let
us,
us
let
know
us
when
know
you get
you're
home.
okay."
That's,
So again, thank you so
yeah.
much, man. Really appreciate that for looking
But
out.
that's what family does. Okay. That's what about the family that you talk about.
Yeah, and
Family
that's
cares.
why. And another reason that's why you wear seatbelts on. You know, they're not
Oh,
just
yes.
joking around because they interviewed some of the passengers, and the one said, "Man, we were like a bunch of bats just hanging upside down."
Hanging from oh my
And I
God.
was just like,
Oh,
man,
how scary.
and that you think about that, man, because I remember a couple rollover accidents when I was working with
Mm.
EMT that I had to cut these people out of these seats because they were in their seatbelts. So we our scissors and knives. Well, don't forget they're dangling from what used to be the floor, which is now the
Yeah.
ceiling. So when I
Yeah.
cut them loose, they're going to be coming down. Well, think how far you are, and so yeah, that had to be one scary ass experience. But again, the main thing is they're okay. So
All
God
alive.
bless them, and for all those who helped, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
trying to think anything else before we close this. This was just a real quick, just to remind everyone that the Friday show with myself and Skylar Ray with Benjamin Lerner is not going to be
Wow.
Friday. It is now going to be on Music and Mayhem, which is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. ish
Mhm.
Central Time. See, that was the whole problem with yesterday's flight. Everyone's getting pissed off at the flight crew or the attendants work at the desk. I mean, they're up there yelling at these girls like it's their fault as they're updating the gate. They're at their girls take care of the gate. So I'm just sitting there and I go, screw that. I'm going to do a live. So I informed everyone the real reason that the flight was late was because the pilot's
Yeah.
guide dog got loose. And it was so funny because King Hansen was like, what? The pilot seeing eye dog? Because I didn't laugh or anything, during I just went on like that was really what happened. And a couple of people were like, did he just say the pilot seeing eye dog? But it was a
Where
lot of
you
fun,
come up
though.
with these things, I have no idea.
Blunder brain. It just kind of.
Uh-huh.
Oh, then we had since that stuff before we before we sign off here is even on the way there. We got there in the morning on Friday, Friday,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden the line before TSA was just all wrapped in and out of the line or the
long
belts.
line.
So it's zigzagging through. People bitching, people complaining. So I'm going through, and all of a sudden, OG, it kind of stops as you're snaking your way
Oh.
through this. And she tells me this, silly dad joke. She says it, and there's a guy on the other side of the, heading, through the line. Now he's walking by me, but he stops next to us. He hears the joke, and he goes, "Oh, that's a good one. I heard that one." And he continues to walk by. So I go through and I walk. Well, now he's coming back the other way, and he ends up stopping like right by me. So I tell him a silly ass dad joke. Well, he starts laughing, and now this goes on. We're still trying to go through.
Yeah.
Every time we would stop, we'd start throwing jokes. It was like a tennis match, back and forth at each other. So all these other people around us were bitching and complaining. These lines suck. Look at these people. What? They're just standing there. Can you move up a little? Here's me and this guy. Did you hear about a bunch of sheep? What do they call them when they're rolling down a hill? What? A landslide. He's like, oh my God. And we're going back and forth. We're laughing. Pretty soon we had a few other people around us laughing. So our job was complete. But
Best of the situation.
let's see.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, okay, well, we will see you tomorrow. And
7 p.m.
so make sure you let everyone know I did post a promo. It will be tomorrow night, Music and Mayhem. Me, Skylar Ray, and the one and only Benjamin Lerner.
All right.
Live and in color. And we'll be talking about all of his incredible music, that stuff that their collaboration that they've done together, Skylar Ray and Benjamin, and upcoming projects. So plus I've got a couple other things going on here that I'm going to throw by Skylar, Benjamin, and a few other people for some and coming possible shows. So who knows what I'm going to come up with, but you guys have a good night. I feel like I'm having a reenactment of being in a plane right now, because it's just like,
you're starting to go to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you go to sleep. Go to sleep, but just
so we are
end the live first.
Yeah, we're gonna end it. Yeah, it'll be like 4 hours later. I'll be like, look at that, man, he's still sleeping. It's a marathon.
Yep.
All right. Well, you got anything before we sign off?
Well, if you're in Michigan or anywhere in the northern hemisphere here, stay warm, because it's bitter cold out there. Ooh.
Yeah, it was 2 this morning, 17 during the day, and I think they said for the next few days we're supposed to be a little chilly.
But it was 17, even though it was 17 in the blue sky and the sunshine and no wind, it didn't really feel bad. The mornings felt bad, but in the afternoon it didn't.
And it's February in
supposed
Detroit.
To be cold.
We're supposed to be cold. So, all right,
Stacey, we love you too.
You have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Music and Mayhem. Me and my brother Skylar Ray, Benjamin Lerner, OG. Susie will be running around. I'm sure Pound Cake will make an appearance. So until then, love you guys. Keep fighting a good fight.